session. So let us get started. Dear suppliers, thank you all for joining today's training session. As you may have already seen, we are launching a series of refreshment training session split into the topic of NSP supplier onboarding overview that we ran last week, material technical documents plus inquiries that we will present today. And lastly, there will be a session related to our new modules, WES, WAM, and non-conformities. For each of these topics, there will be two sessions. The same information will be provided during those two sessions. It is only to accommodate the different time zone. So please feel free to choose one session for each topic. The dates were shared in the original communication sent early with also links where to join for each session. So let's kick off today's training. The demo will be focusing on the material technical documents, and we will show you also how to join the portal and overview of the material technical documents. So this is the agenda for today. This is what we will going to present to you. So we will be getting started with the training. My name is Alexandra Tsar. I am project manager from Nestle, and today I will be presenting to you general overview of NSP, and my colleague Luda will show you a demo of the material technical documents. And let us get started with our objective. So you have been probably already using the portal for quite some time, but if you are not familiar with this, we would like to start with the point that Nestle Supplier Portal is integrated platform where, that we have built is for you to have a better integration with Nestle. So if to summarize, we have two main functions and objective with the portal. The first one is this, that you will be able to find all the tools that we use to communicate with you in Nestle. And second one, that we are able to build inside the portal new models in order to start some automatization processes you are doing right now through emails or Skype, and that we are not actually standardized in one tool. So exclusively created for the portal, we are building new tools. We will not go into details too much about them today, just in general overview of the access and of the material technical documents module. So having those two advantages, we can actually go to the next slide where we can see several benefits when you join the portal. So first of all, the information that is available for you 24/7. Second, that you will have ability to control who is onboarded into the portal, and I will share with you how this first step is done in order to get access into the NSP in few minutes. Next one, that you will be able to see the information that we have about you in regards of your address, phone, basic information from your supplier database. That also will be able to modify or to request modification in case you notice that something is incorrect, or in case your company has some legal hierarchy, which we call company family tree, is also incorrect. You also will be able to address those issues through the portal and ask us for updates. And smoothly we can move to the next and to the main one benefits that we will be actually focusing on today is about material technical documents. So the main benefits is that we are having a centralized document repository where you will be able to see all of the documents that you have provided to Nestle, and you will be able to reply to requests coming from us. And in this case, only once instead of several, because this is a global tool, a global repository that is available for all Nestle. So there is no need to do it once again to provide the same document several times. Next benefit will be related to our newly released also model forecast requirements that we have built exclusively for Nestle Supplier Portal, and this about the reports that will be available for you about materials you provided to us. So you will have six months horizon of estimation on the required volumes updated every week automatically, which you can use during your planning. Next one, benefits related to vendor evaluation scorecard, for which we'll have a separate training session, but just to let you know that within this model, you will have a possibility to see your service level for each material you provide. And just to save some time, there are some other modules that will be also developed, and that some of them are currently piloting that we are going to release soon, and that you also will be able to obtain some benefits from us, for instance, in purchase specification and market requirements that impacts you, and you will have a list and visibility of them and will be able to provide a certain feedback, of course, as well to those. And if to do a summary, there are some other models that are already live, such as a chat functionalities within the different modules, inquiries module that you will be able also to see in our demo, within which you are able to raise any question related to process questions or technical, and more that we are going to develop for you. And now I would like to move to next slide and to start with very important topic related to access, how to actually get access to Nestle Supplier Portal. So I will now start to explain in more detail this first step on how you can get access into the portal. So this is a very first step is that your key account manager will be onboarded as a first person inside the Nestle Supplier Portal, and this will be done through an invitation only. So procurement from the Nestle side will trigger the invitation inside the Nestle Supplier Portal to the key account manager, whom will receive an invitation in which they will need just a click, accept the invitation, and start entering into NSP to populate, to validate their profile. Once they complete their profile with this basic information, they will be able to see the information about the supplier, your company, or as we call it, company master data, to do some clarifications through the chat functionality, or even request some changes as well, to be able to see the company family tree, meaning to see all the linkages you have within your companies. So you will be able to see all subsidiaries or parent vendor, and also will be able to use certain chat functionalities and change requests. If you notice that something is not correct in our system, you will be able to maintain it and to bring those data to us, the correct data. So after, in general, this is a very first step. So the invitation from procurement to your key account manager, and the key account manager being the first person to access our portal. But it's just the beginning of this. After, we need to extend the access of the portal to several people within your company. Because as you already know, in the portal we share information that is not only valuable for commercial side, but it's also needed and valuable for other functions, as it can be quality, supply chain, custom service, and etc. So if to summarize, more people need to be onboarded from your side inside the portal to have the visibility on all the information, and also to be able to perform different activities for which they are in charge of. So if to summarize, there are actually two ways on how you could do this. So the first one is as well by invitation from the Nestle side, but in this case it can be done not only by procurement, but some of other functions within our company that can already trigger a request any other contact inside your company who will receive the similar invitation as key account manager, and they would complete similar step, accessing the portal, completing their profile, and once this is done, it would allow to have visibility, to have information about your company's uh, family in family tree and other relationship, and the visibility to all of other modules that are active inside of the portal depending on the role assignment which you will have. So this is actually the first one, and the second one is also most recommended from our side, is that your key account manager can already propose who within the company need to have access to Nestle Supply Portal. The purpose of this is that key account manager from your company have needed knowledge of the people, of the functions that would better get the knowledge or information out of the portal. So a key account manager inside the portal could put some basic information such as a name, a mail, and trigger a proposed invitation for them of the portal to the portal. This then will generate notification for people within Nestle. We will review and approve it. And once this is done, the contact that you have already proposed will receive the invitation similar to the key account manager and continue on the same steps mentioned previously. So accept the invitation and verify profile and join the portal. So there are two ways: by invitation through someone directly from Nestle, or by extending the invitation directly from the key account manager in your company. So this is basically how you are getting access into the portal. And the second explanation right now that we will go into details in our demos today is about our main module live within the portal, that is the exchange of the technical documentation. Within this, I am going to give you just a high level of the process and how it works. And more details you will be able to see during the demo. So Nestle already has certain documentation from you that are required in order to have services or materials provided by you and the upload of the documentation. So this is a simple activity that we can do internally within Nestle, migrating from our certain repositories to this global repository, and then there will be interaction required from your side. However, there might be cases that some of the documentation is either expired or about to expire, or this is a new requirement, a new documentation that should be required from your side. So in this case, Nestle will be able to submit a document request through the portal where you will receive a notification and you will be able to review the information that has been requested. Use chat functionality as well if you have any doubts or of the documentation or information needed. And once it's clear, you can upload the requested documentation that will trigger a notification back to Nestle where we can review and then take some action. So if everything is okay about the documentation that we received, we can validate, and this would then generate the uploaded documentation in our global repository inside the portal, and it will be available for other Nestle participants, Nestle Supply Portal users. But if there are some doubts, if there is a need for some rework to be done, clarification, we have from our side possibility to reject it, to send it back for rework back to you with the same request within Nestle Supply Portal with our comments and notes. And then you will receive back this notification to know what actually is needed from your side, what was missing, and what should be corrected. So if to summarize, this flow will be repeating again several times until we can obtain the actual documentation and information that was needed from the beginning. So this is a very general process, but we will go into details in our demo, and you will be actually able to see how in the system this would look for you, the whole process. With this, let's get to the role definition and demo part, which will be covered by my colleague Luda, and I am giving the word to her.
Thank you, Olesya. Hello, training participants. I am a Nestlé Supplier Portal project specialist, and today I would like to share with you demo related to document management module. But as usual, we will start from roles definition map. As you can see from the map, there are roles in green and in blue. In green, they are related to Nestle users. Such users with supplier manager, editor, and viewer roles, they can perform the same activities related to document management, in particular to review technical documents, to subscribe other Nestle users to the technical documents, and to review the list of existing and requested document types and document keys. But the main roles from Nestle side that are related to document management are document super user and document contributor. They are related to document exchange, and this is mostly technical team who requests documents from supplier side, so from your side. And on the right side of the slide, you may see roles in blue. They are related to you, to supplier users, and they are key account manager, COM, editor, contributor, and viewer. As you can see through this map, COM, editor, and viewer, they can only review technical documents, and the main role is contributor role. It is focused on document management. So not only review function is available, but also contributor can and must upload technical documents and use chat functionality for own purpose. So I would like to highlight that only contributor from supplier side can fulfill document request. That was a brief review of supplier portal roles, and they are related to document management. But if you are not yet in Nestlé Supplier Portal, you may request a profile creation to your colleagues with active status. We already review the process flow of this, but I would like to be focused more on roles that are needed. So active colleagues with key account manager roles can create contacts in all roles except key account manager. Key account manager can be created only by Nestle user. Editors, they can create contacts in roles editor, contributor, and viewer. And contributor can create contacts in roles contributor and viewer. Also, more you may check in our Nestlé Supply Training Center, where roles and activities are divided per specific module, and we will share a presentation with links for your reference after our session. Now we can move to the demo part, and I will share my desktop. Alessia, please confirm you can see it.
Yes, we can. All good.
Okay, thank you. So please be informed that for demo, I will use pre-production, so all data will be dummy data, not real ones. And it will be the similar like we shown last week during supply management overview, who were participated. And we start from self-onboarding process and start from letter that you receive. So once Nestle Contact creates a profile for you, or when proposed account by your colleagues is approved by Nestle user, you receive this invitation. And in invitation, you may see a person who created profile, some general information about Nestle Supplier Portal, and the link you should follow in order to activate your profile. So once you click here, you will be moved to this page and you need to log in. Once you log in, you will see this view, and this is our welcome page. And here you can review our promo video. Under this video, you have roles indicated with which your account was created. And also we have 3 buttons below. The first link, it's training materials. They are related to this self-onboarding process. The second one is guidelines that we have prepared with our project team. And the third one is where you can proceed with self-onboarding process itself. So you click that button and you have to complete several steps here. They like user, when they created profile for you, they indicated some data, but during this process you can modify or verify it. But this is mandatory step, so you need select language and country, and then you can proceed. In step 2, you need to indicate 2 main attributes that will impact on your notification receiving, and they are document categories and organizational elements. And as was already mentioned, the data is pre-selected, so you can modify it, removing or adding specific category from the list. And so this should be done based on your area of responsibilities. And the same with organizational elements. You see Nestle Market and Nestle Company. Also here could be indicated plants based on your roles, and you can remove them at all, for example, or add separately. For my purpose, I will select entire categories, but just to you keep in mind that you should be as much accurate as possible, as you will receive notification based on these parameters. So we are moving to the next part. This step is mandatory for users with contributor role. And here we have document type and document key. Uh, you can remove the data if they're incorrect, and you need to select a document type you're responsible for and document key from the list. So you need to add. Also, you may start typing document key if you know a specific document you are responsible for example, like this. And in such case, document type will be preselected automatically. So you need to add them. I will select all documents for my purpose and can move forward. This step is optional, it's not mandatory for now. You can skip it as it's our upcoming module and it's not in production, as we already mentioned. So you just need to click on this arrow and move to the next step. It is the last step. Here you have to check terms and conditions. This is the latest version when you proceed with your self-onboarding process. And once you review it, you need to click here that you accept them and click on submit. And now we are active users and can use Nestlé Supplier Portal. We need to move to our main part. This is Material Technical Documents tab. It's located in the menu. It's located here. In this tab, you see the list of documents. They are clustered to the vendor to which my account is assigned to. And all documents, they are clustered under document type and document key, and other attributes that are specific for those documents. For instance, it could be manufacturing site, material, and status. So when someone in Nestle will request to upload documents which has the same like materials is extended to your assignments, you will receive a request notification to your mail address. Here you have search bar where you're able to search by supplier ID and name and materials. Below here, you have also a bar in which you are able to see documents that we have, split it in numbers and percentages. So when you click on them, it moves vice versa. And also, each of this color means separate status. So this one is requested, expired, reviewing, active, rework, archived, and deleted, and we will later review each of them. Besides here, you have two options, two like view options, cluster view, where we located here, and flat view. So the main difference between them is that cluster view, you can see document type, vendor, manufacturing site, assigned to status. So they are like pre-selected, but in flat view, you have the button to customize columns, and you can select what you would like to see and what no. So like this. You can apply filters, and you will have limited amount of columns that you selected, and also you can make extract of these values. But in general, if you select all these columns, so they are related as to cluster view, as to two levels of documents that we review as well later. We have filtering not only in flat view, but at cluster view as well. So you can click here at filters, and you can filter by document type and key, vendor, vendor manufacturing site country, status, plan, materials, etc. Also, we have one benefit here. It's option to create view for your future search, and you can create this view, save it, and you will not need to set the same filters every time. So let's summarize. At a cluster view, at this that we are located now here, you see the list of documents clustered to which your account is assigned. Here you can use search bar, a bar for document visibility, in like by status in percentage and numbers, and you have filter option. Also, you can use this flat view in order to customize your document request. And let's start reviewing each like status of the document separately. And this is just to give you general explanation and short overview. And we will begin from active one. I'm selecting active status and apply my filters. I'm going inside that document, and here we see the first level of details of this document cluster. On the top, you see document type, below document key, below description, and also you can here see different versions in different languages. And also we can click here in order to review the second level of cluster of specific document, but let's finalize with these parameters that we have below. They are related to this cluster about vendor, materials, purchase and specification market requirement contracts, and purchase specification market requirements new versions. At vendors tab, we can see the main vendor name and SAP ID. Also, here you can see in some request vendor side, but it depends if it was indicated during request process. So vendor manufacturing site indication is not mandatory. And generally, this field cannot be editable for you. But the next step we have, it can be editable. So you can click here and modify it, and you can add a code, text, description. So for our perception, this is a great benefit, as then you will be able to use these parameters for your filtering. Yeah. And the next step we have is purchase specification market requirement contracts. As I was mentioned in the beginning, this is pre-production, so our data is limited. But here in this step, you will see your current open contracts related to the material from this previous step. And the next step we have, you will see the versions that are upcoming soon, and it will require the approval before it will be actual for the contracts. So here you have specification ID, name, status, language, and feedback field. So let's summarize what we have at the first level of document cluster. We have document type, key, description. Here we have different versions of the documents with different languages, with validity indicator as well. And below these steps, they are impacting on documents grouping in the cluster. We also have the second level of the cluster, and we can check additional information by clicking on this arrow. And here you will be able to see the data related exactly to this document. Here you see the document itself. You can download it by clicking on it, and it will start downloading. Also, you can check here language, validity period, and just for you to know that the system will send you a notification if document is going to be expired. So there is no need to check each document manually. And this is also one of the great Nestlé Supplier Portal benefits related to document management, that we have a place for documents consolidation and validity tracking. Also below, you may see here a field on a green background. It means that you don't need to wait until your current document validity expires. You can upload a new version of document if you have it earlier. So you don't need to wait till 2024. If you have now, just click here and upload document, and we also will review later how you can upload document easily. Below, in the second level of document cluster, we have several tabs as well. Here we have subscribers. It's showing the list of Nestle users that are subscribed to this document version, and they will be notified about activities performed with this document request. Also, all these subscribers will have access to the next step, chat one. This is our chat functionality, and it's a specific communication chat in which you will be able to put your message in order to clarify your questions related to this document version. So all your colleagues with the same area of responsibility as you, these data are indicated in my profile tab. They will also have access to this chat, and from Nestle side, all subscribers from the list will be notified if you put here something and click on this sign in order to send message. Let's move to the next tab. It's activity log. It's a place where all modifications and actions related to this document, they are captured. For example, when a document was created, or when file was uploaded, or if it was reworked and when, also to which status it was changed. So all data related to the document are captured here. And we have the last tab related to second level of our document. It's additional attachment. So you may upload and review any additional files related to this document, and it's optional. Just keep in mind that main document has to be uploaded here, and this is just optional field for additional documents. So if you by default upload it here as a main document, you need to remove it and upload it to correct place, as in such case, subscribers will not receive notification about additional document, and accordingly, they will not be able to validate your documents, and you will proceed receiving notification from the portal that you need to upload this main document. So it was all related to the second level of cluster details. And I'm clicking back to documents, and let's review the next status that we have here. It's requested. So requested status means that the document was requested by Nestle and you need to fulfill the request. Also, you will receive notification once Nestle initiate a request. Besides Nestle users, if they have received this document by other channel of communication, they also have the possibility to click here and upload document instead of you. And I would like to highlight that if, for example, you have key account manager role and there is no profile for your colleagues with contributor role, so once Nestle user initiate document request, you as key account manager will receive notification regarding the need to create a profile for your colleague with contributor role, who will be responsible for documents exchange. Also, as key account manager, you can assign additional contributor role to your profile by yourself if you are in charge of it. And I would like to highlight that without this role, without contributor role, you will be not able to upload document and you will be able only to review the request. So if you have this contributor role and you need to upload the document, you should click on this field and upload the document. The page is updating. As you see, the status of the document was changed from requested to reviewing. And this is our next status. It means that once you have uploaded the document correctly, Nestle users receive notification about it, and they need to validate and review these documents. Also, as I showed you several minutes ago, you can review in activity log that changes are reflected here for this specific document that I just uploaded the file. Uh, Also, for example, if you have made a mistake, you can delete the file and the status changes again to requested, and you can upload another document instead of this one. So after reviewing status, there could be two possible scenarios depending on Nestle decision. If responsible Nestle users approved uploaded document, the status will move to active. But if they reject it, the status will be changed to rework. And let's us review and find out document cluster where we have rework status. Okay. So here it means that Nestle has not approved the document and something should be corrected. You also will receive notification about it. And below you will see rejection reason and additional details. This field optional. So if you see here some other details, you need to pay attention to it. So here also you have like option to upload new file instead of it, and you upload it. But please pay attention to all these rejection reasons in order to upload correct document. So again, from rework status, it was changed to reviewing, and Nestle user will receive notification about this change. And after that, you will be notified about Nestle decision as well. And let's move to our next status. It's expired. So here you see expired status. When validity of document is expired, you will also see this in status reflection. Also, you will receive a notification before the document is going to be expired and after it expires too. Then you will need to upload a new version of the document. And here you see this field with the requested status, and you also upload document that is needed. Besides, we have other statuses like archived. So once you uploaded a new document, the expired one will turn into archived, and newly uploaded document will have like reviewing status and also will expect nested validation. So we have also the last status, it's deleted one. So here you can see inside that document was deleted. I would like also to show you another option, view of deleted case. So we just reviewed the case where one of the document was deleted inside of cluster, but it could be another view like this. It means that not only one document has been deleted, but entire cluster. So here could be one or two or three, and if they all are deleted, so it means that document cluster, entire one was deleted totally. So we just reviewed all possible statuses of the document, also reviewed which are two levels of document cluster and how you can upload documents with contributor role. And that's all related to material technical document step. And next part of today's demo is devoted to inquiries. So here in the menu, you can see inquiries tab. You need to click on it. And I would like to highlight that for first login issues, we ask you to use our generic mailbox. But for other cases, especially related to process or technical part, we encourage you to use this inquiries feature. So when you open this tab, you see the list of all requests initiated by contacts with the same vendor's assignment as you, also by your colleague and your cases as well. So let's move to inquiry raising. If you need to clarify something, I'm clicking here and I have 3 steps to complete. As a step 1, I need to select category of my issue. Here you have the list of possible issues. As our session is devoted to material technical documents part, I will select this category. The next, what I select is type of issue, for example, process one, and also select the subcategory. And immediately I receive the reference to the training material related to this issue. We encourage you to review the training material is proposed before you proceed with further steps. We have tried to be supportive as much as possible with this material guidance for each possible issue, and most of time they should answer your request. So, but if it didn't help you, you can move forward with inquiry creation. You click on this arrow, and during this second step, you should indicate the subject, assigned suppliers, they are from my assignment list, Nestle company, and also product category to which the issue is related. Once all these mandatory fields are selected, you can click on arrow and move to the last step. So at step 3, please be as much details as possible because it will help our colleagues to understand the issue better. And also you have the option to upload additional files. So this can be file or screenshot, anything that can support our colleague with support to you. So you can click create a new inquiry, and our colleagues will receive notification about new inquiry creation. Here you see it among the list. Also, you can review the status, and if you go inside, you can edit it if something was changed, or you have additional clarification regarding that inquiry, or some additional screenshots, which everything that which will be helpful for you and us. So also, like, our colleagues will receive notification about this change. But we are now in the process of transition mode, so please apologize in case of some delays related to these inquiries. And I would like to finalize my demo part with our supportive training center. You may find it here. So here you can find much more details with specific information per module. For example, I'm selecting document management. Here is roles definition map devoted to this module, and also are some topics. And here you see demonstration and tutorial options, so you can review training material to each specific module. Besides, on the main page, you see roles. So here also are roles devoted to specific module too. When I come back to our Nestlé Supply portal, here I also have frequently asked questions. If you click on it, you will see a file with process and technical issues, and also below some recommended solutions. And we are mostly sure that you may find your answer here. That was all related to demo part. I just want to emphasize that if you are not in Nestlé Supply portal yet, you may request your account creation to your active colleagues who have CAM, editor, or contributor role. Also, you may request it to your Nestlé procurement contact. Now let's come back to our presentation. And let's summarize what we have for sustained support model and where you may find support from our side. So the first one is Supplier Training Center, which we just review with training materials for specific activities and models. The second one is Frequently Asked Questions, also the file that we just reviewed. And inquiries in case of technical or process related issues, you may raise a ticket. And these three options here in presentation, they have links you can also use. And the last one is our generic mailbox address. We encourage you to use it in case of first time login issues. So that was all from my side, and thank you a lot for your attention. And I sincerely hope that you discovered something new from this session. I will pass the floor to my colleague, Alexandra.
Thank you, Luda, for this great introduction. It was very, very indeed good. I would like just to finalize, it was mentioned at the beginning that since we have indeed very limited time and a very big audience, we do not have a possibility your microphone and your chat functionality are disabled, but in case of question or feedback, please feel free to use any of channels mentioned here on this slide. If you would like to provide your feedback, please use inquiries. It can be either process or technical related as it was shown by Luda. For learning purposes, please use our training center and links are also here for that. As it was mentioned, we will share it with you. So we appreciate and value your feedback and thank you in case you provide them. Just to finish this session, I would like also to highlight and to let you know that we will send email summary. You will receive it after the session, including the recording attached to the presentations that we use during this session, and also reference of our sustain model with links to all the channels where you can contact us and provide your feedback. That will be it from our side for today. I would like to say thank you for your time, for participating in these trainings. Thank you for joining. We hope you found this training useful, and we will be looking forward to see you on the portal and on our other trainings that we are going to launch next week. Thank you all for your time. We wish you good rest of the day and see you on next week. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.